Hello, hello, hello. Come on in, class. Welcome, welcome. We'll be getting started in just a second. I think I have a package. Oh, we got someone here already. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Hello again. Welcome to class. I am Maggie, your substitute teacher today. Come on in, make yourselves comfortable. I am a boy mom ×2, and I am a home cooker. That's what they used to call me when they were little. I've been on a health and wellness journey, maintaining about a 75-pound weight loss with at least 25 more to go. And for me, I've done that by getting tested for food sensitivities, which was a cheek swab on the inside and then some hair samples on the outside. So that's my list of foods on the fridge that have been approved for me. But all the recipes that we do in this cooking class, you can cook for the family with full flavor ingredients. I just make the substitutions that have been approved for me. So if you love to eat, I love to cook, and you are welcome here. Today we're going to do something, hey Amethyst, today we're going to do something simple. I'm actually on my egg fast today, and so I'll explain what that is. We'll do the mug omelet, and then we'll do a little bit of unboxing for you guys too. So let's see, where do I want to start? In case anybody is new, the egg fast is something I do about once a week on a day where I can kind of take it easy and I don't have, a big schedule. So the metabolic specialist that I use, hey Leanne, the metabolic specialist that I use recommended that I do an egg fast from time to time. Completely optional. I enjoy it. Just kind of gives your system time to recover. I don't really eat a lot anyway, but this kind of gets the weight loss moving for me again. One of the things that I do is I do weigh myself every day. I know some of us avoid the scale or used to avoid the scale, and I was one of those people that would only get weighed, in the doctor's office, and then you have to have the conversation about BMI. And I had always been plus size, but the weight that I was carrying around started to turn into health problems in my 40s. I'm 46, and I've been on this journey now for 3 years. So I'm just like you. I had the standard American diet for the first 40 years, but for the next 40 years, I'm going to be here cooking for you guys food that we actually want to eat, and food that is healthy, at least healthier for me. So one of the things that I noticed when I started weighing myself every day, and I got that advice from a nutritionist that I used to see, who said that if you have any type of phobia or sticker shock with the number on the scale, weigh yourself every day. Just kind of make it, part of your routine, like after you brush your teeth. Now, I'm not a doctor, I'm just a home cook. But I started doing that years ago before I saw the metabolic specialist. And you can track it in your phone. There's lots of apps for that. But I just got used to weighing myself every day. Then when I started my health and wellness journey with the metabolic specialist, I noticed that my weight, wonderful, Leanne weighs every day too. So I noticed that my weight doesn't just go down a simple slope the way that we would want it to. What ends up happening for me is that my weight will hold, then I'll drop a couple pounds, then it'll hold, and I'll drop a couple pounds. And it can be really frustrating, especially when you know you're doing the right thing, right? Now, we all know when we're splurging or we're eating off plan, but when you're really trying to be strict like I am, I want to wrap this up this year and get the rest of this weight off. And you guys are here to hold me accountable, so thank you for being part of my community so that I can age gracefully. One of the things that the metabolic specialist recommended is that you can do an egg reset to kind of kickstart your metabolism. And for me, every time I do this, it gets the scale to move again, even if it's just a couple of pounds. So I'm sharing with you all. So on the egg fast for one day and never back to back, I will eat only eggs and apples. I actually have something from the unboxing I've been snacking on. We're going to go through these. Or if you don't like apples or you can't have apples, you can do eggs and strawberries. So I'm doing eggs and apples today. And so I saw this recipe. It comes from Food Network Kitchen. I love the pioneer woman, Ree Drummond, and I've seen this recipe before, but it's an easy omelet in the microwave. So we're going to do it, and you can make it as fancy or as simple as you like. On the egg fast, I can have my, of course, water, unsweet tea. I will make a beverage for you guys too, coffee, but I don't add cheese or anything else for today. And then tomorrow I'm back on regular eating. Yes, you can fluctuate. Y'all, I'm telling you, this weight thing, hey, if you're one of those people like my oldest son or, someone who doesn't have to worry about weight, you can eat whatever, God bless you. That is not my testimony. So yeah, we all struggle sometimes. Well, we all struggle with something, right? All right, so I had a grocery order come in today. I think I have some eggs, but I'm still gonna go ahead and do one unboxing. Then we'll do the omelet, and then I've got a giveaway bag that I want to go through, and maybe we'll start the chicken in the rotisserie for tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So I'm so glad that you all are here. All right, I'm going to wash my hands to start. I'm going to go ahead and put my apron on. I made this one online. All it does is it has my name on it. But if anybody was here yesterday, we talked about, you guys in my community asked for Maggie merch. So believe it or not, aprons are coming. We're going to have adult size aprons and kid size aprons. So I'm in the kitchen all the time, so I just get used to throwing these on so it doesn't mess up my shirt. Completely optional. All right, I think I'm hungry, y'all. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So the first step, all you need is a mug. So if you guys watched, I tagged Food Network Kitchen. I also linked the recipe, I believe, in the post if you're watching from YouTube, Twitter, or Facebook. So you just need a mug. I just have this big old mug. I like the big ones, like especially in the wintertime for cocoa, or if you're doing a nice latte, you have all that surface area to decorate and be fancy. So we just have a mug here, and the first thing that she did is she used butter to line, grease the inside of the mug. So on my test results, as much as I love, thank you, Amethyst. Wait till you see the one that I'm designing. If you guys want a sneak peek, please go to my YouTube page and go to the community tab, and I posted a little avatar that I'm working on for some Maggie merch. I'm going to start collecting aprons whenever I travel. I have one from Paris. I have one from Costa Rica. So it's just something that I use all the time. That'll be an actual useful souvenir for me. But yes, before I lose my train of thought. Oh, test results show that I'm sensitive to cow dairy. So as much as I love milk and yogurt and cream and half, it doesn't love me back. So the substitute that I'm using for regular cow butter, you guys have seen this before. Unless you're new, welcome. So this is Delamere goat's butter. Link will be in the description if it's not already there. You can buy this at Whole Foods. You can also buy it online in bulk. I love to keep the ingredients in stock at home that I need so I don't run out and start eating the other stuff. So I have one that's already open. So I'm literally just going to take the big old stick of butter and and I'm gonna go inside the mug. You could do this, like this would be great for kids. This would also be great if you're in a dorm room. This would be great if you're in a hotel or any place where you don't have access to a kitchen. So we're not using the stove today. I'll probably go live later with some new stuff that I wanna do for you guys. But this is a microwave meal. So again, butter, goat's butter for me, and just grease the inside of your mug. All right. So let's put this up. I'm gonna wash my hands again. I do a lot of hand washing. All right, so the recipe calls for a 3-egg omelet, which is perfect. I don't know if I said on the egg fast, you can eat 8 or 9 eggs in a day. So if you eat 3 meals a day, that could be 3 for breakfast, 3 for lunch, 3 for dinner, any way that you want them. Boiled eggs, fried eggs, poached eggs. We're gonna do this omelet. Maybe I'll do some fried eggs later tonight. So 8 or 9 eggs, and then I don't know, like 5 or 6 apples, whatever you need to keep you from getting hungry so that you have the protein, the natural sugar, to let your body just kind of process some of the stuff that you've been eating during the week. For me, it's a great reset. Again, I'm not a doctor. Again, I'm not a doctor, but it's worked for me. One second. Instagram audio. Sorry about that, you guys. This is not a real cooking show. This is real life. So thank you for being here. All right, so I'm using whole eggs. You might be able to do this with egg substitute. I don't know. You can give it a try. So I'm going to do 3 eggs. Yeah, I think I was just talking about this. Just gives your system time to kind of go through what you've been eating during the week. So we're going to do 3 whole eggs. Hey, Wally, welcome in. All right. So we have 3 eggs here. I just like this gravy boat from Walmart. It's clear. It allows me to see through, and then you guys can see it's got a nice sturdy base and a handle that stays cool when you go in the microwave. So we're going to mix this up. Let me put my eggs back and wash my hands. Before I forget about it, I'm actually going to get those eggs out of the trash when we're done. I don't know where you all live, but where I live, we have those little gecko lizards. Oh my goodness, they drive me nuts. Hey, Suzette. They drive me nuts. And so my lawn guy said if I put eggshells outside where I see the little lizards, it will deter them. So y'all, if y'all have any tips, I'm not a nature person, but nature seems to find its way to me. So, all right. So again, what we have so far, we have 3 whole eggs cracked in here. I'm just going to do salt and pepper. You can season it however you like, whatever you like. Old Bay is good on eggs. You know, pretty much anything. I'm doing this just pretty simple. I don't know, what do y'all put on your eggs? So just some cracked pepper. All right. So not sure if you guys can see, just some salt and pepper, and then I'm going to beat the eggs. I like using a chopstick. Use a fork, use whatever you like. Hey, Veggie. All right. So now I'm moving straight to the mixing portion. If you guys watch the actual recipe, and like I said, I tagged it on Instagram. Thank you, Suzette. If you guys look, if you're on YouTube, Facebook, or I'm just mixing YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, you'll see the link to Food Network Kitchen. Now, this is supposed to be an omelet. I'm just doing eggs, but I do need to add some milk to it. I forgot that part. I'll go grab it. She actually put, which I would put if I'm not doing the egg fast, whatever you like in your omelet. You could do diced ham, some chopped up bacon or turkey sausage. You could do cheese. You could do whatever you like in your omelet. Just a little pinch and put it inside here. Also a couple tablespoons of milk. So I'm going to get my milk substitute. So this came in on the grocery delivery today. I haven't tried it yet, but I am going to use this silk. I don't know if you guys can see, it says dairy free, half and half. So let's see what's in here. Coconut milk. It does have some oat milk, and I'm not supposed to have gluten. It says it's gluten free. I'm just going to do a splash. When I got my test results, for anybody new here, I was really shocked because a lot of the stuff that came up on my food sensitivity test results was stuff that I eat all the time. Chicken, coffee, citrus, dairy, gluten. And I was like, what the heck am I supposed to eat? That's where the substitutions came from. And what I've learned, and you guys have heard me say it before, it's not what you eat from time to time, it's what you eat all of the time. So having that information, because I had never, I tried diets and like a lot of you, gone up and down. But if you don't find something that you can continue after you've lost the weight, you know it's going to come back. So the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of milk into your eggs with a pinch of cheese or your veggies or your breakfast meat. I'm just doing eggs because I'm on the egg fast. Now a little secret, if you will, when I used to make, well, I still make them for the family, but like if I'm making mashed potatoes or anything that calls for milk, you can actually substitute half and half, which is half milk and half cream, and it just gives your mashed potatoes or anything that you're making, I don't know what else you put milk in, like porridge or any of those kind of things, you can always substitute half and half for milk. It gives it a little bit more creaminess if that's what you like. All right, so I'm just gonna eyeball it. Should I? Nah. I'm making this recipe for the first time. Anytime I do a recipe for the first time, I try and do it per the instructions, and then after that, I do it my own way. That way, if it doesn't work out, I can't say, well, maybe I was supposed to, fill in the blank. All right, so we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of milk, or half and half for me, non-dairy half and half. And if you're making an omelet on the stove, you can do the same thing, in your French toast batter or in your omelet. You can put a little bit of half and half or milk or cream cheese, or, if you can have dairy, whatever you like, put it in with your eggs. It gives them a little fluffiness and a creaminess, so they're not just eggs. But there's nothing wrong with just eggs. Suzette says she loves onions and garlic, island style. Suzette, I've been to Jamaica 5 times. I absolutely love it. And your Blue Mountain coffee is the absolute best. But yes, I love an everything omelet. So I like peppers and onions and mushrooms. And, when you go to the hotel breakfast bar and they have the omelet station and you can have whatever you like, I basically say everything except for jalapenos. I prefer hot sauce. Maybe I'll put some hot sauce on mine. All right, so you guys can see here we have our eggs, just salt and pepper, and then 2 tablespoons of either milk or half and half. I'm doing non-dairy. If you can have full dairy, please have it for me. So we're gonna get our nice creamy omelet. And again, we're not using the stove today. I actually have the burners behind me. You can see they're off the stove. They're in the dishwasher. So a good housekeeping tip, from time to time, take the burners off the stove if you have gas like I do, gas stove, and run them through the dishwasher. Make sure you wipe down everything. My former mother-in-law, God rest her soul, said wipe now, scrub later. So, if you make a mess, clean up after yourself. Don't leave it behind for someone else to find you. That's me always talking to the boys. All right. So now we have our mug, and as we started, I took butter and then just greased the inside of the mug. This one is a little bit larger, so I wouldn't use, because I'm using 3 eggs. So this is like a typical mug, and you guys can see the difference. So you want to use something that's like a big, like hot cocoa kind of mug, like a 2-hander, because the eggs are going to puff up, and you want to make sure that you have room and you don't have that spillage, because I don't eat very much, so I want to make sure I eat everything that I can. All right, so now we have our omelet mixture. For me, 3 eggs, 2 tablespoons of non-dairy half and half, just salt and pepper. For you, it could be milk, it could be onions, it could be garlic, it could be mushroom, pepper, bacon, sausage, whatever you like. All right, so we're gonna pour this into the mug. All right, so now in here, all we have is our liquid eggs, and we're gonna put this in the microwave for 90 seconds. And yes, I'm petty. My kid left his plate, and I'm leaving it there for him to come find it. I stopped picking up after them a long time ago. I taught the boys how to cook and clean up after themselves, so that's going to wait on him. All right, let's put this in for 90 seconds. So I'm getting excited. So what's gonna happen? Thank you for the hearts, everyone. I'll do my little commercial while I'm here. I just turn on the camera and start recording. But this is month 3 of Maggie, the Substitute Teacher. I really appreciate you all being here. We're building a community of people who love to eat or love to cook or both. And just, whether you need to make healthier choices for weight loss or for aging or whatever, I tried a lot of stuff that I didn't like, so I'm happy to share with you all what does work, at least what works for me. Yes, and like Mona said, please, Mona, my moderator, and Mona, please shout out your channel. Please hit the like button. Subscribe if you like what I'm doing here. That way you'll get notified, because I eat every day. I go live for you guys every day. And actually this holds me accountable, because I only eat when I go live for you. I eat 2 meals a day. So I give you 2 live streams a day. And so that's helping me to be accountable with what I put in my mouth. Hey, Big Bad Bull. Oh, another commercial. I have channel sponsors, y'all. I'm very, very grateful and very excited. Let's clean up and I'll tell you all about it. So I'm working on growing my channel organically. You're not going to find anything viral here. That's not Maggie. We just eat and make the snacks. Okay, our microwave just cut out. Let's take a look. All right, so it's been in for 90 seconds. Now, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's a little bit egg and still a little bit egg omelet mixture. So what the Pioneer woman said is that you're going to stir it. Now, again, if you all had cheese and veggies and other stuff in there, you would see more. Mine is just eggs. So I'm going to go in here, and you want to continue to just stir it up, break it up a little bit, and then it's going to go back into the microphone. Thank you, Suzette. Microphone. It's going to go back into the microwave for another 90 seconds. And I'll see if I can show you guys what I have. I wish it had cheese. I wish it had mushroom, peppers, but that's okay. I do the egg fast 1 day a week. So usually on the weekend when I can kind of take it easy, but never back to back. All right, so if you guys can see, it's kind of soupy. So we're going to go back in the microwave for another 90 seconds. All right, So I have to shout out my channel sponsors. I'm so thankful. Just the fact that you all are here, it means the world to me because I didn't think anybody would care about this. I thought everybody would be, what I'm doing is like everybody knows that. But you guys make me so happy that you're here to share. But in case you don't know, on YouTube, you're not eligible to be monetized until you have 1,000 subscribers. And we're growing slow and steady. I have 630 last time I checked. And if you want to support the channel now or in the future, I do have a Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. I think the link is in the About Me section on YouTube, and I'm also putting it into the description. But I have to shout out my channel sponsors. We have two so far, Big Bad Bull and Condemnia from last night. Very generous, sent me two very generous Cash Apps just to support the channel. I'll never ask. You guys just being here makes my day. So you can press like, you can subscribe, and you can share, and you can do that all for free. But if you do want to support the channel, I'm working on getting affiliate links. You guys have asked for merchandise, so merch is coming. If you look on my community tab today, I gave you a little sneak peek into some Maggie merch that's coming. And let's see what's in the microwave. All right, just clean it up. Now, it's just eggs, and I'm going to eat it because I'm fasting today. I wish it had all kind of colors and all kind of ooey gooey, but let's take a taste. So I'll show you guys the texture that you can see first. I'm just going to scoop the whole thing out so you can see eggs. I know this is a simple recipe, but let's see how it tastes. But again, we don't have to use the stove. This could be something you could teach the kids, something dorm room, hotel room, any place that you don't have access to a stove. It's hot. Whoa, it is lava hot. Okay, we're gonna let that cool for a minute. Let me have a cold apple. Oh my gosh, it's hot. Oh my goodness, isn't that what Mom said? Don't eat right out of a hot bowl. I haven't eaten anything today, and it's afternoon my time. All right, so I'm gonna try again. Yes, Suzette Speaks is in the chat. Suzette, why don't you tell us about your channel? And Mona, if you would bring up her channel and what it's about. And I'm here to support you all since you're here to support me. If you have a YouTube channel or a business, whatever you do, please type it in the comments, and Mona, my moderator, will show on the screen so you guys can have that visibility, because I just appreciate you being here. Y'all, it's good. Now, I'm not gonna lie. You know how I am about presentation. This is just eggs and non-dairy half and half. It tastes good. I wish it had, if you all were on last night, I did a special request omelet for Condemnia. He asked me to make a veggie omelet. So if you guys have any recipes, I know Leanne, you've been sending them. You guys can tag me or spam me in recipes, and I'm happy to make them. I will always make the substitute version, and we'll talk through the full flavor version. We can also do the cook along. Yes! Oh my goodness, y'all are hearing late breaking news. I am incredibly honored. I didn't want to say anything, but you guys are seeing it first. Miss Suzette Speaks, who is an amazing content creator and attorney, so please go check out her channel. She has asked to interview me, and so I will be on Suzette Speaks' show this coming Monday night. I don't have the date. Mona, maybe you can put it in there, but sometime in the evening, whatever time works for her. So I'm so excited. But yes, I will be a guest on her show. All right. So my eggs, they're okay. If it were my way, I would have green onion. I would have pepper jack cheese. I would have mushroom. I would have some crumbled turkey sausage. But I'm doing my fast, so just eggs and apples. The taste is good. When I look at it, I'm just kind of like, but if you guys are new here, you can check out my community tab on YouTube. I also post on Instagram. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher on all platforms, and I always take pictures of the finished product. I'm not taking pictures of this. But I always take pictures of the finished product and I post them either on my community tab, my Facebook page, or my Instagram so you guys can see what we made during the live stream. And then if you actually want to watch the video, you're always welcome to watch the replay. I know, veggie, look at Maggie. Look at little old Maggie, y'all. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Check us out. Check us out, y'all. Maggie scholars are going to Suzette Speaks. So let me update. For anyone new here, my community is growing and they have named themselves. We took an informal poll because they said, you know, if I'm the substitute teacher, we need a name for our community. So they have named themselves the Scholars. So shout out to all of the scholars in the house. I'm so happy. My mom, Nana, I think is the principal or the dean. My son, Alex, when he comes home from boarding school, I think he's the substitute taster. He's like our spirit animal. So I just appreciate you all embracing me and my family. All right, so I'm gonna have a piece of apple because my tongue is still burnt. And we're gonna make a beverage and then we're gonna do a little bit of unboxing, you guys. Okay, so we're gonna do something a little bit different today. I know, salute to the scholars, isn't that right? Oh my goodness. So I'm in the Atlanta area and it's starting to get warm here, probably everywhere unless you guys are in Australia. I know we have some people. Yes, I see Nana is a principal and you all, you know, my parents are actually retired educators. If you want to know a little bit about me, Uncle Stu, the old man on the block, did a great interview. I talked about my background and my upbringing, but basically I'm an immigrant and I'm the child of immigrants. But we came to America when I was 1, so I grew up here. But I have very traditional African parents. I was born in Ghana. And so I've been in the kitchen with my mom since before I had a choice. I was like 9, 10, 11. Maggie, let's go. And this is just how I was raised. So I'm so glad that you guys appreciate it. All right, so we're going to make a cool beverage today. Where I live, it's starting to get warmer. So I see the private chat, but I don't know who it's from. So if you are in the private chat, if you would just let me know who you are. So we're going to make a raspberry iced tea. It is so simple, but these are the types of things that I've substituted that I actually enjoy. And I kind of, okay. Okay, I will, Mona. Thank you. Okay. So I am using the Keurig. One of the things, I'll get you guys the package so you can see. a little more sneak peek. I'm going to go live again tonight. Lead attorney. I've been in his, I'm a supporter of his in his Patreon. I bought his course, a lot of great insight. And he suggested I do a video about my top 5 like kitchen appliances. And so I'm thinking about doing that tonight. So I've got one on order. If it arrives today from Amazon and it's not too late, that'll be my number 5. So stay tuned for that. But one of those, a little sneak peek, is the Keurig that I use. So the Keurig started off as like a coffee brewer, but I wanted to make sure you guys know you can actually make iced beverages through the Keurig too. You basically brew it hot over ice. So this is one of the ones that I like. Lipton makes an, unsweetened iced tea. They also make a sweetened version, but I try to avoid sugar wherever I can. What I eat is pretty much lean protein, some veggies and fruits, the ones that are lower in sugar, and then very little starch and pretty much no sugar. So I make my own sweet beverages, and I'm going to show you guys how. Okay. So this is the pod for the Lipton unsweetened. I believe this came from Walmart. You can get it on Amazon, links to come. I have to remind myself, I need to build out a store because I shop a lot. But I've been on the hunt for things that I can have that I actually want to have. So this is going to go in the Keurig. And then I don't know if you guys can see the little blue where you brew it over ice. I'm on Instagram and on everything else. Okay. So I had this little mug. I like having little dishes that are just for me. It makes me feel special, completely, optional. But when I have one of something, like one special plate or one special mug, it makes my meal more enjoyable. That's just me. All right, so as always, I start with my Alkaline Drops. These should be in the description. So one of the things that came back on my test results is that I'm more acidic and I needed to drink more alkaline water, which means I was drinking water all day, but it wasn't staying to hydrate me. It was just kind of going through me. And so my metabolic specialist said, drink alkaline water. Okay, fine. You guys, you can buy it in the store. In my opinion, it's expensive, or you can make your own. So this little bottle from Amazon, I think it's about 14 bucks. I put it in everything because it turns regular tap into alkaline water. So just a few drops, just like that. And then I'm going to fill the pitcher with ice. Right now it's just empty except for the alkaline. You're welcome. Yes, thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for all of the support. It means the world. Okay, I'm going to get some ice. All right, so I filled it pretty much to the brim with ice. And then because this tea is unsweet, you all know me and my skinny syrups. Today I'm going to use raspberry. So this is a raspberry syrup, but you can see here 0 calories and 0 sugar. You can order skinny syrups online. You can also get them if you have a Ross or a TJ Maxx or like a Marshall's. When you go in the back in the home goods section, about $3.99. They have all the flavors, everything: vanilla, chocolate, berry, citrus, whatever. So I'm going to make a raspberry sweet tea. So this is my 0 calorie sweetener, and I'm going to pour it into the pitcher with the ice. This will make me about 3 glasses, so I'm going to be pretty generous. Of course, you can do a little and add more, but I like sweet. And since it's 0 calorie, all right. So now in here, I have my ice, my alkaline drops, and my raspberry syrup. These, like the mochas, and I have a whole cart over there, these are great for coffees, for cold beverages. Y'all see me make the yogurt. So this is kind of like those pump syrups that you have in the coffee shops. So I'm going to put this under the Keurig, and I'm going to go ahead and brew my unsweet tea. And I think we'll garnish with some lemon. Let's be fancy. I have some lemons on the counter. They're starting to get, they're not hard yet, but they're starting to harden. So I want to try and use them up. So I'm going to slice one. Get a little cutting board. This is completely optional. The tea is fine by itself. But we got Suzette Speaks in the house, so I want to represent the scholars well. All right, so let's see. Our Keurig is done. So we're going to pour this in a glass, but that's basically how you make iced tea. You brew it hot over ice. So let's get a glass. And a straw. Yes, I use straws. Please don't come after me about the turtles. I am sustainable in a lot of other ways. So I'm going to wash this lemon. That's right, y'all. Miss Suzette is here. We got to impress her. Class, I feel like, you know how your teacher would have, y'all remember when your teacher would have, what is it, observation? Like when the principal would come or the superintendent would come and, you know, you're acting normal, but you're kind of like on your best behavior. Y'all know how to behave. So I'm going to slice this lemon and then we're going to pour a glass of tea. So I've got just a lemon here. This is a little gadget. Y'all know me and my gadgets. I'm always buying stuff. This is Pampered Chef, but you can buy it anywhere. It's a vegetable slicer and it helps you get equally distant slices. If you have really good knife skills and you can do it by hand, that's fine. Please do. I'm not a chef. I'm just a home cooker. Amethyst, you know what I mean. You know how like when your parents give you that look when you're out somewhere, like, y'all know what I mean. So you basically put the vegetable slicer into your produce. Let's see what Mona says. 1 second, I'm coming. Looks like a little Afro pick, right? But then you take your knife, your chef's knife, and you're basically going to go through the slots. So that's how you go in and down, and that's how you're going to get perfect slices, right? So I just got my cutting board here. So we're going to go ahead and cut up this lemon because it's starting to stiffen up a bit. And this would be good for kids because it keeps your hands out of the way. So literally I'm going in and down. Just going to go ahead and do the whole thing. I only need one slice, but while I'm here. All right. I pressed down a little bit, but you guys know what I'm trying to do here. All right. Probably should have sharpened my knife, but let me try and get one that's perfectly round so it looks like a proper beverage. Presentation is everything. We all eat with our eyes first. All right, so this is okay, and I'm just gonna put a little notch in it so it can sit on the side of the glass, or you could put it in the glass. Maybe I'll put one in the glass too. All right, so we have our unsweet tea, raspberry syrup that we brewed on ice. I'm gonna go ahead and put one of the lemon slices in there. So you guys see we have this beautiful like reddish brown tea, like it's fancy. And then we're gonna take our lemon slice, put it on the edge. Ooh, y'all. Go, go, gadget, go. Mona, yes. I need to find a link for you. It just says Pampered Chef. I think it's called vegetable slicer. I don't know, but I've had it for years. If I don't really care about presentation, I can just cut by hand. But like when you're doing tomato slices or zucchini, something where you want it to lay flat, like my peppers, So if I served you this beverage, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 calories, let's taste it. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. So yummy. Y'all know I get excited. All right, so let me move this out of the way. So those lemon slices, I'll put in a Ziploc bag. I'll go ahead and do that now. Let's clean as we go. Let's not make a mess. Doesn't it look refreshing? I mean, excuse the lipstick, but yes, absolutely. So if you were hosting or you needed to make a quick beverage, I'll show you guys some of the other flavors that we have. Some of this is good for hot beverages. Like this one says white chocolate pumpkin. Y'all saw me when I made the mocktail or cocktail. This is a cranberry one. All of them 0 sugar, 0 calories. Another white chocolate. Y'all see me use these all the time, but these are the type of substitutions that I make. Veggie, I'm coming, yes. These are the type of substitutions that I make so that I still enjoy things, but I'm not overindulging in calories. I try to keep the calories to the food, and you always hear me talk about beverages and condiments. I don't want to drink my calories, I want to eat them. All right, let's put this away. All right, I'm going to put my lemon slices in here. Veggie says, wow, when time permits, I should incorporate my culture, Ghanaian culture, into the channel and tag the other. In Ghana, we make it. Oh, okay. Whew, I will try. You know, I have to be honest with you guys. This is not a sob story or anything, but it was a little hard growing up. I mean, not hard like that, but when you have, you know, immigrant parents who are like, Maggie, remember, you're an African girl. And I'm like, but I'm going to school with all these like regular American people, you know, and unfortunately, I don't speak the language. I do regret that. I have the tape so I can learn. I know a little bit. But, you know, when you go to school and you grow up, you just want to be like all the other kids. You don't want to be different until we get older and then you realize different is cool. But trust and believe, Principal Nana is coming with her lessons for all of us. All right, cleaning up. So I just put my lemon slices into a little Ziploc bag. I'm gonna put these in the fridge, a great little like, not really meal prep, but a great little ingredient to have on hand. So if you're making a hot tea, throw some lemon in it. If you're, you know, we zested, well I didn't zest, but crab cakes. But basically if you're making fish, garnish with a little bit of lemon. Just little things like that, make you look fancy. So you can see I still have some into the pitcher. So this is something that I'll make, and I like to stretch my beverages. So that was 1 pod, but I'll probably get like 2 or 3 glasses out of it. That's the kind of stuff that I'll sip on during the day when I'm not live with y'all. All right, we've talked about this before, but you can see this type of cutting board, just a little kitchen tip. The one that has the groove here, that is to catch liquids like this. So you can see my lemon juice is kind of run down. If I just had a regular flat cutting board, it would make a mess, but I've got a little moat around my castle. So I'm gonna toss that in the sink and then put this in the dishwasher. But that's why some cutting boards have the little groove. And if you guys already know this stuff, please tell me, because I feel like people know, but I'm just telling you everything I know because someone had to teach me, right? Thank you, Nana. I'll get to that. All right, wash my hands and then let's go through the rest of the groceries. Y'all can tell me and these eggs, I'm going to eat them because I'm fasting, but ooh, I have a matcha green tea for you. Oh, the matcha latte. I got a substitution for you. I have two options. Okay. I love it when you guys come up with stuff like this. So Mona is saying that, Maggie, I heard your voice today. You went to Sam's and you were almost about to get a matcha green tea latte, but it had 9 grams of sugar. You heard me saying, eat your calories, don't drink your calories. I love that. Thank you. Here's the thing, when we drink our calories, and I love those big coffee house drinks too, but y'all, some of them have more calories than a meal. And then you wonder why you're struggling to lose the weight, right? When I started making these changes, you know, I used to be pre-diabetic. I used to have elevated blood pressure and borderline cholesterol, and all of that has gone away. And it's normal now without medication by making these kind of changes. So, if it helps you, then I'm happy to share. All right, so matcha latte, for anyone who doesn't know, matcha is a green tea. It's a Japanese green tea, and it's a powder. Like they pulverize the whole leaf, and you put this powder in with hot water. Most teas, they dry the leaf, and that's what you steep in the bag, or you brew just like I did. But matcha, you mix it up and you drink the whole thing. I'm sure it has all these health benefits. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I just like how it looks and how it tastes. So I'm going to show you two options. I'm trying to remember where I got this one. Maybe Walmart, but it just says organic matcha tea. So this is just the green powder. Let me see if I can get a spoon so y'all can see. It's very fine and it's very like dusty. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's very fine and light. So to make it, it's really just this green pulverized tea powder in water. Can you guys see that? Hopefully you can see that. It is a very, very fine powder. Okay, so the instructions are on the back. Basically, you just put it in hot water and then you can like dust this. Oh, maybe I should make one. Should I make you a matcha latte? I'll tell you, and then if you want to see it, I'll make it. So basically a latte, any of your coffee house beverages, latte just means with milk. So basically you would make this tea in hot water and then you would add milk. I didn't know this, but milk, like cow dairy, has a lot of added sugar. What do they call it? Is it the lactose? I don't know. But the milk sugars are another sugar that you're ingesting that maybe you don't know about. So that's why I use the plant-based substitutes. So if you buy your matcha latte milk, matcha latte mix, and it already has the milk inside, then you're eating some of that sugar. So you can get just the plain matcha powder, and what did we use in our eggs? That half and half? I'll give you lots of options. All right, so instead of milk, this one, it does say half oat milk and half coconut milk. So Silk makes an alternative. So this is 15 calories. Let's compare to regular milk. Of course, I have regular milk because I have kids, you know. I keep all the regular stuff. I'm not the food police. I just eat what I eat. But for this one cup, it's 120 calories and 12 grams of sugar. I don't count carbs or calories. I just watch for sugar and it just has me looking at the labels. So 12 grams of sugar For the milk, the silk half and half is 15 and 0. I know the serving size is different. That's just a tablespoon, but still 0 sugar. This is probably my go-to almond milk, but this one is another blend of almond and coconut, the silk, and this one is 0 grams of sugar. So this would be better for me, a blend of almond and coconut instead of coconut and oat milk, because I can't have gluten. Gluten is that dough, that pull, that like pizza dough chew that comes from a grain, and I can't have that. So I can't have oat milk. Here's another one. If you can have soy, I know some people try to avoid soy, but Silk makes this vanilla creamer. You could put that in your latte. This one does have 3 grams of sugar, but it's better than 9. And then this one, Cauliflower Farms, no sugar added. This is a half and half substitute coconut milk. I'm sorry, coconut cream and almond milk. So there are options. I think the links are in the description, but this is what I do. I buy everything. I try anything. And I'm like, okay, does it meet my list? And if it meets my list, then I'll bring it home. I'll try anything once. And if I don't like it, I won't repeat it. I'm fasting today, though. Okay, so that's option 1. You can use just the matcha powder, mix it with hot water, and add a 0 sugar milk or a 0 sugar half and half if you want that creaminess, okay? The other option, I'll put this up, 1 second. Okay, so if you don't want to have to do 2 steps, if you just want your latte already made for you, I got you. I put this in a Ziploc bag because I may or may not have had a little accident in the pantry. I told y'all that powder is really, really fine. And you know how sometimes the stuff doesn't seal all the way, and I should have put it in a Ziploc bag, but okay. Lakanto, Amazon. I should have the link in the description. God, I need a store. But this is the matcha latte, and you can see here it's sweetened with monk fruit. What is monk fruit? I don't know. There are some monks in some faraway land that found a special fruit that when they tasted it, it was sweet, but it did not spike the blood sugar like regular sugar. So of course they harvested and dried it and turned into crystals, but anything that you see sweetened with monk fruit, this is a great natural substitute. If you don't like the laboratory sweeteners like Equal and Splenda, you can get stevia or monk fruit. And I'll show you this one. Another fine powder, and then you would mix this with water. I should have had them side by side, but you can tell the difference. You see how this one is less green than this one because it's got the cream already inside. So Mona, that might be a good substitute for you. Let's see what's in here. You're gonna love this. 10 calories and 0 grams of sugar. So there are some options. Another way you can dress it up, and let me know if you want to see, another way that you can dress it up is to make the latte. And then if you have like a whipping cream, like a coconut cream or almond cream, you can get whipped cream made from the same coconut milk or almond milk. Put that over your mug. So imagine hot water, a spoon of your latte mix, light or more. Let me know if you want me to make it. Absolutely. It is dusty. Yes, but the dusty tea is good. Yes, dusty. Y'all know what I mean. And then to make it fancy, which is what I would do, make your tea or your latte and then put some whipped cream and then get a little bit of the dusty latte and then sprinkle it over the whipped cream. So you have green and then you have white and then you have a sprinkling of green. It's beautiful. Absolutely. So that's what I'm here for. Absolutely. So you guys, this stuff is out there. It's just that they don't really advertise like the big brands do, you know, but you can make some better choices. We all can. We all can do better. All right, so let's clean up and go through the rest of the groceries. Dust. Dusty. So buy just the matcha, add your own no sugar milk or Lakanto. Yes, dusty. I have those cabinets that sometimes things fall out at you. One moment, please. All right. Y'all are laughing at me. Keep laughing. You know what I mean. When I drop that package dropped in my pantry, y'all, I'm still sweeping up green. Dusty. But it's good though. It's really good. It's a nice, I can't remember who was on yesterday asking me if there are teas that I drink in the evening to kind of keep me from late night snacking. That would be a great one. Especially the latte that has a little bit of milk or creaminess to it. You can almost make it like a dessert. And if you like even more sweet, get the skinny syrups. Add a splash of vanilla bean, 0 calorie, to your latte. Experiment with it. Make it as fancy as you like without the sugar. I'm still sipping on my raspberry lemon tea. 0 sugar. Yes, please like and share this video. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And my apples. One went in the sink and I am not wasting food. All right. Let's go through the groceries. I ate that kind of fast. It's stuck right here. Greedy. I was thinking about making the fried apples. I don't know if anybody wants to see that. I'm eating them raw today. I love cooking, but sometimes you just want to grab something and eat it, right? Okay, so I had a grocery delivery today from Sprouts. This is a farmer's market in my area. Again, you all know that I'm a believer in Instacart and the grocery delivery services. There is a link to Instacart, I think with the $10 coupon. It should be in the description or it's in the About Me page of YouTube. But basically, Instacart shipped, Walmart Plus, Amazon Prime. They all partner with grocery stores and they have somebody to go into the store, select the items that you want, and then they leave them at your doorstep. I was doing this long before the pandemic because I do work from home and I'm so grateful for that. So I really don't have to go out and drive and park and deal with lines and all of that. Plus, that's a little petty, but seriously for me, I know I struggle with impulse buying. I can go into the store for, let's say, some lemons, and then I gotta walk by, a display of Oreos, and I end up coming out with stuff that I don't need and eating what I shouldn't have. So I use the grocery delivery services to keep me on track. They're all about $100 for the year, unlimited delivery. So for me, that breaks down to about $2 per week. It's worth paying $2 per week to have whatever I need delivered. Walmart does not have a minimum amount. Instacart has a $10 amount, and Amazon and Ship. Some of the other ones have like a $30 or $35 amount, but works for me. All right. Oh, the other reason why is, you guys see the ingredients that I use as substitutions. Of course, I have the regular stuff here, but when I would go into the stores after leaving and parking and dealing with the lines, and I go and the goat butter that I need or the, special ingredient that I'm looking for, they don't have because they maybe only stock like one or two. And so that's another reason why I buy online. If I can find it, I'll keep it in bulk. All right. Eggs. I eat a lot of eggs. It's a great source of protein. Someone was in here before saying, you eat a lot of eggs. I do. It counts as a protein for me. Each egg is about 2 grams of protein per my metabolic specialist, and I try to eat 8 ounces of protein per meal. So that's why a 3-egg omelet, if I had some other stuff in it, could have eaten 4, is good for me. I'm still looking at it crazy, but I'm eating it, y'all. This is my food for the day. But I have lots of yummy stuff in the works. Mona's right. It saves you from the stress. And y'all know customer service is not the way it used to be. You ask, oh, excuse me, can you help me find something? And people look at you like you're bothering them. So got some eggs. I went with brown eggs. No reason. They just look fancy. And plus I'm going to throw them in the yard because if I see one more lizard looking at me and I'm looking at him, let me know if you guys have heard that. I think the logic is that lizards and reptiles are afraid of birds. Hey, Before the Billions, come on in. Y'all, please check out Before the Billions. Again, if you have a YouTube channel or a business, please put it in the comments. We'll pull it up for you. Before the Billions is a young tech whiz. He's got a YouTube channel really helping the young men. And as a boy mom ×2, I really appreciate that. So he's had a couple great shows with Lead Attorney and by himself. So I am subscribed. Please check out Before the Billions. All right. So in our grocery delivery, we had, this is the one that I opened. This one is with the skin on. Absolutely Before the Billions. Thank you. And then maybe tonight, or if you guys want to see them, I can do them now, the fried apples. I just bought this. Of course, you see me cut up and peel and core regular apples, but I just thought I'd get a little fancy. You could put these in kids' lunches. This would be a great snack. You could have this with peanut butter if you eat it, goat's cheese if you eat it, drizzle with a little bit of honey or honey substitute. When I make the fried apples, we do butter, brown sugar substitute, and cinnamon and nutmeg. So that's what I got. Without the skin on them, they do cook faster. With the skin on them is totally fine. You'll just need to keep them in the skillet a little longer. I also got these frozen cauliflower. Cauliflower is a great starch substitute. If you guys saw the video that I did with Nana when I made her a steak and she wanted mashed potato, but I did the mashed cauliflower, you guys can look back at the community tab. You can't tell. Basically, get a steam bag of cauliflower, put it in the microwave, open up the steam bag, and just put it into a pot, just the cauliflower, salt and pepper, and a little bit of garlic, and just kind of stir it around. It's already cooked. Just want to incorporate some flavor into the cauliflower so when you bite down on it, you get flavor. And then you dump what's in the pot into a blender, add butter if you eat butter, goat's butter for me, sour cream if you eat sour cream. I think I used goat's cheese, and then you just blend it. So you have your mashed potato substitute made from cauliflower, so it counts as a vegetable. I saw this one, I couldn't wait to try. Who knows what we're gonna do with these? Class, I'm sure you know. This is blueberry vanilla goat's cheese. So I have an idea, maybe we'll make this tomorrow. You could smear this on apples, crackers, but y'all know what I do with the goat's cheese, my signature dish. Let's see who knows. I want to eat this so bad. I haven't made this for you guys, but since I'm fasting today, I'm not going to. Great recipe. Which one, Suzette? Y'all, we got Suzette Speaks in the house. Class, you're doing so well. But yes, I'm always tossing out different ideas. So let me know which one. Oh, the mashed potato. Yes, the mashed cauliflower is excellent. And I promise you, if you taste it and you look at the texture, you won't be able to tell it's not potato. Another great substitute. I haven't made this for you guys, but I'm craving it. Butternut squash. If you like a sweet potato fry, yes ma'am, mashed potatoes, mashed cauliflower, give it a try. I think we made that, Nana was here, Mom was here last week. So if you scroll back and you see Cooking with Nana, or I also did it, Suzette, on St. Patrick's Day, because we love everybody here. I'm not Irish, but maybe you are. I made a shepherd's pie, which is a casserole. So you'll see that shepherd's pie video. Ground beef with your, of course you brown it and put your vegetables, peas and carrots or whatever you put in there with your seasonings. So a layer of ground beef, and a shepherd's pie is supposed to have a layer of mashed potato, but I did mashed cauliflower, and then you sprinkle cheese on top and you put it under the oven, in the oven under the boiler so that that cheese can get bubbly brown because everything's already cooked, and then you serve it like a casserole. It was excellent. That video was funny because like everything went wrong, but we got it done and it was excellent. Hey, Big Bad Bull, yay! Our channel sponsor, shout out to our channel sponsor. Every time I see your name, I'm gonna remember. If you wanna support the show, I do have a Cash App. It's $M Brown for Margaret Brown, that's me. And there's a PayPal and a Venmo. I think it's in the description. If not, it's in the About Me section on YouTube, but I'm $M Brown. But you just being here makes my day. You just giving me the engagement, liking the videos and sharing and helping the channel to grow organically. It's just, this is just a little passion project for me, so I'm so glad that you guys enjoy. Okay, back to the snacks. Butternut squash. If you like a sweet potato fry, if you want to substitute for sweet potato fries, butternut squash. Now this one, you can see it's in a cube. So this is a steam bag that's already cut up. But if you, you can buy them already peeled. Butternut squash has got a really thick outside, so it's a little bit much to handle. But if you can do it and cut it into strips, melt some butter, brown sugar, cinnamon and nutmeg, or brown sugar substitute for me. Yes, thank you, scholars. Toss it around just to coat everything and put it in the air fryer. The butternut squash will cook down like crispy on the outside and sweet and tender on the inside, like a perfect French fry. I do the same thing. You can do it on the stovetop too. So basically, when you guys see me do the fried apples, so here's your dessert. Butter, brown sugar, cinnamon. Butter, brown sugar, cinnamon, an excellent vegetable. In the wintertime or fall time especially, oh, and it makes a great soup. Oh, so good. All right, what else did we get? You guys know I love this stuff here. This is my substitute for, well, it's pepper jack cheese, but you can see it's made from goat's milk because I'm sensitive to cow dairy. This is a cheese block. We used this yesterday for Condemnia's omelet. I was down to my last one, so I bought some more. LeClaire dairy, you can buy online. There is a, I need the link. There is a dairy in Wisconsin, I think. They ship free over like $40 or $50 on ice. And so I'll buy like 5 or 6 or 7 of these. LeClaire. This is a cheese that you can shred by hand, or you've seen me use the crank shredder, and it gives you that nice melting cheese. If you see my stuffed peppers, anything where I'm doing the tomatoes, oh, the tomato snack. This fast is hard today. I talk about food a lot. Back to the eggs. All right. But I love that. So you guys, you can eat real food that you want to eat. Once I found out my sensitivities, because there's stuff that we've just been eating and putting in our systems and we did not know that our body doesn't tolerate it well. And you have all of these issues. Like for me, I had terrible joint pain, my knee, my back, I was always limping around. And I'm 46, so I'm older, but I'm not old. And I hated to be the last one, like pulling up the rear and taking 8 and 10 Tylenol a day. That's not what I want. And so when I went to the metabolic specialist and she looked at me, she was like, "You're not really that big. You just have a lot of inflammation." She was like, "Your frame is not really, that big." And I had never heard that because I believed the lie that I was a big girl or plus size or big bone. Now I'm out of all of that. I'm getting towards the end. And this is how I'm going to eat for the rest of my life. But you never know. If you have, some people have migraines, bad eczema, of course, bloating, weight gain, joint pain, skin issues. It might be what you're eating. So at least now that I have my list and I have the information, when I eat off my plan, like a splurge, right? Let's say we're going to the movies and I'm going to have popcorn and a Coke. I know I'm going to pay for this. Like, I'm going to feel a little bit icky for 24 hours. Maybe I do the fast. Maybe I have some apple cider vinegar tea, but then I get back on plan. So my goal is when I'm done with weight loss, I'm going to eat this way about 80% of the time. And then 20% of the time, I'll give myself, I'll enjoy a holiday or whatever. But the way I used to eat, I had that long corporate commute, just ripping and running and too hungry to care and shoving it in because I was just miserable. I don't do that anymore, and I'm so thankful. All right. What else did I order? This is parsley. I asked for cilantro, which is a very different herb. But here's the thing. If they give you the wrong thing, I could use it. I probably will use it. But whenever you place an order in any of these apps, if your shopper got it wrong, they'll ask you, was everything okay? And then you can put in there, what was wrong, and then they'll credit your account or refund you. It's not the end of the world. Parsley and cilantro look similar, but they are not the same. It happens. Okay, and then just more pepper jack. I think that's it. More eggs. So I ordered two containers of eggs, 2 containers of cheese, 2 containers of apples, because I like to eat one and then have one as a backup. All right, so let me put this stuff in the fridge, and I will be recycling these bags or using them for trash can liners. Yes, help the environment if you care to do so. That's what the kids say, "Mom, you're going to destroy Mother Earth." So I do recycle. All right, so let's clean up. Put this stuff away. I don't know if anybody said, but this is for the Maggie cakes, the blueberry vanilla goat's cheese. My signature dish is a pancake that is flour-free, sugar-free, and dairy-free. So good. All right, let me wash my hands again. All right, guys, we're gonna go through. I have an unboxing. I'm always shopping, and who knows what arrived today. But I share it with you guys because in case it's something good. And then we'll go through the giveaway bags, and then I think we'll wrap it up unless y'all have any questions. Let's see what this is. I'll show you. I haven't tried these yet, but I saw them on Amazon. Coconut cream. I want to try and make my own whipped cream. If you see that picture on top of the strawberries. So, okay, so this is a liquid What I'm gonna try, one of the gadgets that I bought, where is it? Completely optional, but I like to try stuff. I bought this cream whipper, I think just Walmart, and you put your heavy whipping cream inside here. Y'all know the fancy ones like on the pastry chefs. You pour your cream in here and then some magic happens and you're able to psh and do your whipping cream or your whipped cream. So I found 2 coconut version ones because I can't have cow dairy with 0 sugar on Amazon, and I try to find whenever I can like shelf stable stuff that doesn't have to go in the refrigerator. So maybe if I make the fried apples, we can put this in there. Give it a try. I'll put them in the fridge. Maybe we'll try that later on. So I try everything here. If it's good, I'm gonna let you know. And if it's not good, I'm gonna let you know. All right, so last story time, and then we'll wrap it up because I'm almost done with my sad food. That's okay. I have a goal in mind. I'm gonna reach my goal. A big goal was that ziplining in Costa Rica with my son. We went to Costa Rica for spring break, and when we booked that trip, I did not qualify to zipline because I was over the weight limit. You had to be under 200 pounds. And I'm so happy to say that I was able to zip line. I will never do it again. But I didn't want to get all the way there and then not be able to participate. If I got there and I said, no, I'm not kayaking, like what happened, that's fine. But I never want to disqualify myself. So on to the next goal. But if you guys go back a couple weeks, you'll see the pictures. I have proof. Maggie zipline. It was really beautiful, like over the tree canopy. You're in the rainforest and you're on this string and you look down and you see the top of trees. Yes. So I'm glad I did it so I can say I did it. And I had that moment with my son. Will I do it again? Nope. Nope. All right, let me get a chopstick. So I'm going to give you guys a little story time. Another thing about Maggie, I wear so many hats, but I am an Airbnb hostess. My home, which I love, has an in-law suite that I rent out. I've been an Airbnb hostess, happy to say 5-star, since 2016. So it's kind of got a 2 master floor plan. So the boys and I are upstairs, and I have like the whole other side of the house is an Airbnb suite with jacuzzi, and it's nice. And it's like an in-law suite, but I'm amicably divorced from my ex-husband, and so my in-laws don't come here anymore. And I went to Australia years ago, and I stayed in an Airbnb for the first time. Big Bad, I'll do it if you do it. I'll tell you in a minute. But you know I'll lose track, so let me finish this story because... So I went to Australia years ago. Amazing if you ever get the chance to go. I work in technology, and so I have a lot of friends from India. And a friend of mine was having a wedding for her daughter, and she invited me. And it was this big Bollywood style wedding. And y'all, I love that. You know, being an immigrant, I love all cultures. And she had a sari made for me. It was beautiful. I mean, just life-changing. So anyway, I went to Australia and I stayed in an Airbnb for the first time. And I had this empty nester couple that took me in, and they helped me navigate like the train, and they just really like checked on me because I was there for like 11 days. And they were like, oh, Margaret, I asked them about this Airbnb thing. I was like, oh, this is a real thing? Because at first I was like, nobody's going to stay like with me. They were like, oh, Margaret, this is wonderful. You meet lovely people. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. I got these two kids. I mean, now one's in boarding school. He wants to be a pilot, so he's in military school. And then the other one is 14, so he's finishing out the semester with dad. So I'm kind of like empty nesting right now, which is great. But anyway, I digress. I didn't think anybody would stay with me. But I thought about it, and I was like, okay, maybe when the boys are up and out. But I came back from Australia, and I put my listing up there. Long story short, I've been booked ever since. People love it. And so it's great because being the daughter of a retired home economics teacher, or as mom would correct me, family and consumer sciences is the proper name for it. I do love like taking care of others and welcoming others, and I know how it feels to be far from home and someone, took care of me, and so I like to pay it forward. So one guest that I had before the pandemic, she stayed with me, and she went to volunteer at a local church. And I was like, yeah, people do what they do, come and go, it's all good. And when she came back from volunteering, she's like, oh, I brought this for you and the boys. And I was like, what? And I looked, and it was this box of food, produce, vegetables. Okay, well, that is produce, but meat, just box of food, like fresh food. Because you guys know, especially with the pandemic, some farmers had, I don't know, like partnered with the government to get this stuff out so it wouldn't spoil. You drive up, they open your trunk, they put stuff in it. And so I was like, this is a thing because, fortunately for me, I've always worked. So I don't qualify for any assistance and I don't need any, and that's fine. I'm able. But they had leftovers, and so she brought them. And so for me, it was exciting because I was like, ooh, food, what's in here? And that's where I get some of the inspiration for the recipes that I want to try. When I go to the local churches that are food giveaway sites, there may be like one or two things that I can actually have. And then I end up being like a little Meals on Wheels because I live in a nice community, but I have some seniors around me who don't drive, or sometimes, the kids are dropped off on them and they have extra mouths to feed. You just never know when people are, going through something. And so because I work from home and because it's fun for me, I know, whatever. I'll go and I'll get the giveaway food. And then, I give away, I've got some college students down the street. They're like, we'll take everything. Y'all know how it is. So whenever you hear me say this came in the giveaway box, that's what I do. So I just open my eyes to, there's assistance out there. So check in your area. You never know if people are struggling. You may be able to refer them to something that could be helpful. All right, so that's the story time. Let's see what's in the giveaway. Ooh, spaghetti squash. This is actually very beautiful. I already have one, so I have a box. I go through everything, and then if I can have something, I'll keep it, but I give away like 80 to 90% of it. But spaghetti squash is good. Ah, thank you, Mona. Yeah, absolutely. Y'all, we're all the same, and I do believe, I'm blessed to be a blessing. So I do like to help where I can. But yeah, you just never know. And a lot of times people who need help won't say they need help. I'll open my mouth and be like, this is not working. But, the pandemic has hurt a lot of people. I am so grateful, working in technology. I can work from home and I can be productive at home, but not everybody has that option. But I know I've been corporate since college, and I had the 2-hour commute each way and just trying to figure out what I'm going to put together and picking up kids at different schools. It's a lot. But for me, the pandemic was the reset that I needed. I know a lot of people struggled and lost loved ones. Thank God we're all healthy. But for me, it was like, it slowed me down. And I didn't know that I needed that. So now I cook my own food and I'm just happier and healthier at home. Okay. Spaghetti squash. This is a great substitute for pasta. If you like, yes, Mona, if you like spaghetti, make your meat sauce, okay, with your tomato sauce and your oregano and your ground beef or ground turkey. With this, like the butternut squash, it's pretty hard, but you want to cut it down in half, and then you're going to roast it. Oil the inside and then put it down on foil. Put it in the oven I don't know how and I don't know why. But after you roast it, you get a fork, and on the open half, you rake it with the fork, and the flesh of the spaghetti squash comes out in little stringy pieces. If you've ever seen zoodles, like zucchini noodles, this is like the yellow version of that. Excellent. Just a little salt and pepper and oil, roast it, let that be in the oven or the air fryer while you're making your meat sauce. Put that on the plate and top it with your sauce. You'll get the spaghetti experience without the gluten, without the carbs or calories. I also saw a recipe that I did way back in my YouTube, way back, like I'm more than 3 months old. This chef that I follow did a spaghetti squash ramen. So good. If you like Asian flavors, she roasted the spaghetti squash and then she made like a ginger, soy sauce, brown sugar substitute for me, and some sesame seeds, like a sauce or a paste. And she tossed the spaghetti squash in there, cracked an egg, kind of like a fried rice kind of thing. Oh my God. Excellent. What else is in here? Yes, Mona likes spaghetti squash. This is going away. I don't know what this is. Buckwheat flour. It says gluten-free, but I don't eat flour. I don't know what's simple about buckwheat. But I'm nosy and I like to see what they're giving away. And sometimes I get ideas. Sometimes I try things. These are really good. I already have some tomatoes, so I'm going to give these away. But these are the little cherubs. If my younger son were here, he gets it from his dad. My ex-husband would eat tomatoes just raw with salt, like some people do watermelon with salt. But this is the kind of stuff that I have out on the counter. Of course, in the pantry, I have the chips and the granola bars and all that stuff. But out of sight, out of mind. You got to walk to that. But I have this and lemons and oranges and bananas on the counter. So I'll give these away, but these are a great snack or on a salad. Excellent. If you're making your own lunches, like making your own Lunchable, you could do deli meat, the little cherry tomatoes, whatever you like, in a little bento box. Excellent. TV dinners, these are good, going away. The college kids love these. I don't know. Salsa, fresca, chicken. I'm sure it's good in a pinch, like a little microwave meal, but it's going away. I can't, of course, I can eat whatever I want, but I just cook my own food because I know what's in it. Yes, it takes a little bit more effort. I'm used to it. And I've been cooking anyway. I've always cooked for the family. I've just changed the ingredients, but I still make the regular stuff. When the kids were here, I make them pancakes with Bisquick, Oscar Mayer bacon, log cabin syrup. They have it all. This is nice. Sauteed French green beans. I would make my own, but again, if you didn't have anything, you could have this in your fridge or freezer, heat and serve. So far we got a lot of stuff going away. All right, 1 of 2 bags. Yes, hit the like button. Thank you. If you like what I'm doing, please hit the like button. If you watch on the replay, please hit the like button if you like what I'm doing. If you want to be notified when I go live, which is usually about twice a day, hit the subscribe button. And even if you're watching me on another platform, hey, Lean, please make sure that you subscribe, on YouTube so that the channel will grow. But just thank you for being here. It really makes my day. We had a cherry tomato fall out. So let's put that. Yeah. All right. 1 bag down, 1 to go. All right. And I did have this from earlier. This is the Panera iced coffee with almond milk. And I put my own sugar-free sweetener in there. So I have my tea beverage and my coffee beverage. I have this stuff on the counter, plus my water. I'm always drinking throughout the day. Stay hydrated. And of course, my Alkaline Drops. All right, 1 more bag. But yeah, however you guys found me, if you enjoy what I'm doing, thank you for supporting and helping the channel to grow. I'm just going to always be here because I eat every day. So for me, this is simple. So whatever, questions that you guys have, any new recipes that you think I should try. Another thing that we do here is the cook along. Thank you, Mona. I'll go get it's another Bovanti. 1 second. I'm going to get it because I'll forget. Thought it was a bit much, but I don't wear makeup, so I just try to, present myself well for you guys. But this brand right here, Bovanti, this is an African American cosmetic brand that I use, and I don't know what this is. I don't know if that's an '06 or a '90, but this is what it looks like. I love their products. I know this isn't a makeup channel, but I have their red and their plum. I really like their lip stain because it lasts because I'm always eating and drinking. So Bovanti, Bovanti. So that's what you see on my lips. All right, back to the bag. I found them. I had never seen them before, but I'm a Spelman alum, and when I went for my 20th reunion, they had like a makeup expo or display, I don't know, and they were giving us makeovers, and that's the lip that they used on me. And of course, if I see something I like, I buy it. You're welcome, sweetheart. All right, let's go through the second bag. I'm so nosy. More of the same, but we got a few things. So more tomatoes, giveaway. So I have like this little distribution list of people in my neighborhood whenever I get a giveaway box, because some people have to actually go to work, so they don't have time to go to the giveaways. And I'll put like, okay, what came in today's box? Tomatoes, squash, flour, da da da. And then people will like ping me back, I'll take the tomato, I'll take the. So it's kind of fun for me. It's kind of like a game show. I don't know. It's weird. I like it. Sour cream. I would eat, but I can't have dairy. This is great, again, if you're making eggs or mashed potatoes. You can put like a teaspoon, a dollop of sour cream in anything that you want to have a little creaminess. I'm going to have to give this away. But I know Kite Hill, and there's some other plant-based sour creams, but this came in the giveaway box. Oh my gosh, look at Veggie Veggie. Thank you. Ooh, can't have it. This came in the giveaway box. Now this I will probably keep. Let me look. Not for me. This bar, it's 200 calories, and I don't know if y'all can see, 19 grams of sugar. See, this is the stuff that gets us, right? You grab this and then you think you're eating healthy. You think you're eating a granola bar or whatever, but it might as well be a piece of cake. So I don't snack on this stuff anymore. I don't eat granola bars or chips or any of that kind of stuff anymore. But I do have a little snack basket here when the boys are, going from school to swim or, whatever, and they just need to grab something. I'll have this stuff for them. So I'll put this aside for me. For me. Ooh. Ooh, what is this? Nosy. Choco Lonely. Is it chocolate? Why? 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 Exactly. Sneaky, sugary culprits. Y'all see? Let's see what this is. Y'all, I don't know what this stuff is. I'm nosy. Tony's Choco Lonely Almond Chocolate Bark. Dark chocolate. Has anybody had this brand? I'm not going to eat it, but I wish I could see the nutrition facts. But it looks like a candy bar, so I'll save this again for the snack basket for the kids. This is Perfect Bar. Is it perfect for me? The original refrigerated protein bar, almond butter. 13 grams of protein. So far, so good. 320 calories, y'all. This whole bag of apples, one serving is 80 calories, and there's 2.5 servings, so that's 160 plus 40. This is 200 calories. This is 320 calories. So you guys, you're not crazy. I know, exactly, veggie. That's what I mean. That's what happens. This is what we do when we don't have the information and we just say, oh, I'm grabbing a protein bar, but it's 300 calories. Wait, and I'm nosy, I'm looking, 18 grams of sugar. Everything I eat has to be under 6. So this is the kind of stuff, I'll save it for the kids. I have one who goes to military school, so he runs drills all day, and then one who's on a swim team. So when I tell you the boy can eat, so I'm always cooking, but I can't have this. But imagine if you eat that and then you're just like, I'm not losing weight. Ooh, I like the packaging though. That's how they get us, y'all. Breakfast ovals, chocolate chip banana. Sounds nice. Look at this. It's even called Enjoy Life. 230 calories, 12 grams of sugar. So again, I can't have, but it looks nice. This will go in the snack basket for the kids. Kids, college students, anybody who can burn through it. I can't burn through it. Nope. And then some more green beans. Ooh. Flame seared top blade steak. You know, I can make a good steak. I made that reverse seared ribeye, which is good. But this has got rice. It says juicy, succulent, seared to perfection with green pea risotto, which is rice, and Parmesan crumble, which is dairy. So I can't have it, but it's nice. Somebody's gonna appreciate it. Got our giveaway box here. Ooh, something I can have, y'all. An onion or a shallot. But this would be really good. Exactly. See how they get us? This, I could use my little veggie slicer and cut it and make little rings. If you guys were on yesterday for the veggie omelet, we sauteed onions and peppers. It's already starting to sprout. So I was wondering, like, what smells like onions? I took the trash out. I was like, I couldn't get rid of it. Sauteed it in an omelet, saute with mushrooms for on top of a steak. Yes, Big Bad. Let me answer my channel sponsor. Or on top of a burger, sauteed onions and mushrooms. Ooh, so good. So Big Bad says, do I cook in a rice cooker? You're talking to an African girl. Whew. My mom has a rice cooker that stays on the counter. I don't eat rice. I don't eat very much starch. I'll show you what I did have. I don't recommend it because it was, This, oh, it's in a Ziploc bag, but I tried this cauliflower rice from Costco. I would not recommend this as a substitute, but they do make cauliflower that they've kind of riced, so you can try and eat it as rice. This one did not work for me. No. I'm on the hunt for a good cauliflower rice. When I cook for Amethyst, she's coming on Saturday, May 7th. She helped me set up my affiliate link, so I'm going to cook for her. She wants chicken and rice, so I'm going to do a full flavor for her. And she wants the Latin version, which is arroz con pollo. So it's basically chicken and rice, but with a Latin flair. But yes, I do have a rice cooker. I can make a good coconut rice is good. Instead of water, use coconut milk. And then you could put some cilantro in there. Or if you want to make a good rice and beans, put black beans in there. The rice cooker is also good to steam vegetables in. I think the old one that I had, you cooked the rice on the bottom and it had a steam tray so you could do your veggies too. But yeah, I have a rice cooker. I know how to cook it on the stove, but yes, we do use the rice cooker. Oh, Mona! Y'all, this is trial and error. I'm telling you what I learned. This is year 3 for me, and I have kissed a lot of food frogs because some stuff, no ma'am, no sir. One more spaghetti squash, and if you guys can see the sticker on there, you can see how it kind of shreds into little spaghetti strings. So if you want to have your pasta, make your sauce. Have it with spaghetti squash. I don't I don't miss the spaghetti noodle because I have the spaghetti experience, but you guys try it and let me know. Okay, more onions. I'll keep 2 and give away the rest. So I'm gonna keep 2 onions and these protein bars. And then the last thing, mac and cheese, please. Y'all, I used to tear this stuff up. Macaroni and cheese, can't have it. You can make cauliflower mac and cheese. I haven't done that yet. But yeah, my youngest, he loves this stuff. Good kid food. Oh, but they put some butternut squash in it. It says, hold up. Is it? Okay. I saw this, it says with butternut squash. I was like, are they using the squash as the noodle? No, it actually has starch. Yeah, it actually has the pasta in here. But if you guys remember that episode that we did with Nana where she said when my brother and I were young, she would mash cauliflower into our mashed potatoes. That's a great way to get veggies in with the kids. If you got picky eaters and they won't eat just the cauliflower, mash it up the way that I said, buy the steam bag. Add a little seasoning to it and then put it into the blender with some butter and sour cream or butter and cream cheese. And then you have that mashed potato texture. So you're serving the kids or yourself half mashed potato, half mashed cauliflower. And then this one right here, since the butternut squash is already orange or yellow, you could cook that down and add that to your mac and cheese. So you're getting some extra veggies in there. Somebody had asked a while back a good way to add veggies to your diet. So hopefully those tips are helpful. All right, so we got a nice giveaway box. So we're going to be giving that away to the neighbors or anyone who's in need. So yeah, what I'm keeping, for me, for the kids. I think they'll swing through with their dad maybe tomorrow. So I have stuff out that they're, you know how boys are, just nonstop. All right, you guys, that is everything that I had. Is it safe to feed your cat? Comrade, I'm not sure what you're asking about. What are you asking is safe? I don't have any pets. I'm not an animal lover. I am sorry if you are. I'm just not. I don't know. Does anyone have an answer? All right, I'm going to wash my hands, let you guys ask any last questions, and then we're going to close out. For those of you all who stayed with me to the end, like I said, I'm planning on going live again today. Lead attorney told me I need to make a video of my top 5 kitchen appliances. So that is the plan, and I'll tell you guys what they are. Since you're still here, I'll give you the sneak peek. I think number 1 is going to be the Keurig because I'm always making beverages. You can use the Keurig for your hot beverages. You can use it for your iced beverages. And in a pinch, I've even used it to make soup. If you're really crunched on time, I know it sounds weird, but trust me. Mona, what would be great, sweetheart? I missed it. If you're short on time, believe it or not, get a bouillon cube. These little packets or a bouillon cube, or even if you have ramen in your house. My kid eats ramen, but he eats just the plain noodles. So we always have those little packs. Get a mug, tear open the flavor packet. I don't have to watch my sodium. I do have to watch sugar, but not sodium. Yes. Put it under the Keurig. You can run just hot water under the Keurig into a seasoning pack, it tastes just like chicken broth. And I know that's weird, but it gives you that savory, like chicken or beef or whatever flavor. And if you have veggies prepped, like a little pinch of green onion or mushroom, just stir it into that hot water and you can sip on some soup. Sometimes when I'm really pressed between meetings, I'll do that. Or if you want a little bit of meat, if you have like some beef jerky or something, you can just shred and make a quick soup. I've done that in the Keurig. So that's probably going to be my number one. Number two, the air fryer. I use that thing all the time. You know I'm a gadget junkie. I took my car in for service and I was waiting in the lobby and they had this commercial going. And it was one of those things like it bakes, it fries, it rotisseries, it does all this stuff that I don't use it for. But you can make your own dehydrated fruit. I'm thinking about making that rotisserie chicken because it's got a spit. Look, get whatever works for you. But what's unique about the air fryer for me is that it has the heating element and it has a fan so that it cooks faster and it crisps up well. So if you're doing French fries or chicken tenders or anything that's supposed to have a little crisp for it, that's what I love the air fryer for. You can use an oven, you can use a toaster oven. Often I'm look at Mona. Often I'm cooking for just one, so I like that I don't have to really heat up a big device. There it is, as opposed to the big oven. Where I am, it gets hot and it heats up the house. So the oven, I usually use it at the holidays when I'm making like the big spread, but for day to day, I use the air fryer. Okay, Excalibur says you want to know why I keep my spices? Is that what you're asking about? What are dry condiments? Let me know. All right. Number three. I'm making this up as I go. I love my little mini dash griddles. If you guys have seen me do the Maggie cakes, $12.99 at Target. Again, if you don't have access to a stove, I have a whole cabinet full. They have different surfaces. They have the grill, they have the waffle maker, they have the griddle. You plug it up. It works just like a George Foreman. If you are in a hotel, dorm room, kids under supervision, you can cook without the stovetop. So you guys have seen me use that. I think so, Veggie. I thought I did. Let me know. Okay, Excalibur. I'm not sure if I'm following. Maybe I'm slow. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? I don't really use the microwave that much. Well, let's just say the microwave. I'm thinking there's something else that I have. What else have y'all seen me use? But we'll say the microwave. I thaw out in the microwave. I don't know. I don't really cook with it. But you're going to have to tune in for number 5 because number 5 is on order and Amazon says that it's coming tonight. So if it comes in tonight, then I will go live and I'll do more of an in-depth with my devices. But I feel like there's something else. I don't know. So I've given you your top 4. Okay, so let's see these last questions. So yes, I am Maggie, the substitute teacher on all platforms. I'm on YouTube, Instagram. I have a Facebook page and Twitter. I'm going to try the TikTok thing, y'all. That's where the kids say I'm supposed to be. But you can only go live on TikTok if you have 1,000 followers. And last I checked, I have 40. So try not to boil the ocean here. But if you're on TikTok, please look me up and I'll try and go live there. Okay, so Excalibur wants to know why stuff is on the counter instead of the upper locker. So you mean my spices here? Are you asking why my spices are on the counter instead of the cabinet? I think that's what you're asking, but I'm not sure. Is that what you mean? I think that's what you mean. I'll put this stuff away and you can just give me a yes or no. Yes, why are my spices there? I was like, I don't understand the question. I don't really have a good answer for you. Maybe because it makes me look fancy and I'm not. Maybe because I bought so many of them and I want to keep them, top of mind so that I actually reach over there and use them. Thank you, Veggie. Maybe to remind myself that I have too many and I don't need to buy anything else. But you guys see that I like trying new recipes, and if it calls for a certain spice, I'll buy that spice because I want it to be perfect. And then I have this. Maybe because I don't know if you can see that in there, but I bought this as seen on TV like spice rack that was supposed to hold your spices. Like, I don't know if you can see that. Like you're supposed to open the cabinet and it was all the way down. It was like double stick tape and it was beautiful. And you open the cabinet and your spices are there. I'll let you guess what happened. It did not last very long. Maybe I just opened and closed the cabinets too hard. I don't know. Excalibur, where do you keep your spices? I'd love to know. Where do y'all keep your stuff? I've seen people keep them in drawers, like with the label up, so they just pull them out. If you knew, I actually bought these beautiful glass jars and had someone label them so they're all homogeneous and they're in a box somewhere. I don't know. So yeah, let me know where you keep your spices. But I put it there honestly just to kind of remind myself I have enough. And it looks fancy. So sometimes I'll go in there in my OCD, like I'll organize them by height and turn the labels the right way. I know we all have our ticks and clicks, right? You keep your spices in the top cabinets. Okay. I'm always for improving and getting better. This works for me. And plus, I do share my home. I don't know if you were on when I said that I host Airbnb, and if my guests want to cook, I do open up the kitchen for them. So, we just kind of coordinate, who needs it when. And I try to keep stuff accessible so people don't have to go hunting for it. So I hope that answers your question. But I am going to try and pare down my spices. And it would be nice if my counters were just like, because they are pretty, right? They're nice and granite. If they were just really clear and I could just wipe them off and see my reflection. And I just had everything behind cabinets, but I'm not there yet. Oh my God, Veggie, I love that. Thank you. The spices are my trademark. I'll tell you one funny thing and then we're going to go. So I don't know how most of you found me, but a lot of you have come from Lead Attorney, and I'm so grateful. But I went on his show a couple times. Yeah, Mona, I'm not fancy. This is just me. I was on Lead Attorney's show, and you know how there's a whole conversation going in the comments, right? Sometimes I catch it, sometimes I don't. I don't know what we were talking about, but I was talking to Lead Attorney. He was asking me questions. Maybe we were talking about my channel. Maybe we were talking about a lawsuit somewhere in the world. And someone in the comments said, she can cook. She's got that stove light on. Oh my gosh, y'all. I wasn't paying attention because, when I'm talking to someone, I'm actually having the conversation, but I always go back to watch my performance because I want to represent you all well and myself and improve. And I'm looking at the comments to see what people are saying. Some of y'all, ooh wee. But yeah, they were like, so I think that is my signature, the daggum stovepipe. Do you know it kind of hurt my heart for a minute? I was like, is that what I look like? Somebody's grandma? Yes. Somebody actually said, fine grandma. I'm not a grandma. But anyway, I digress. But if I'm being honest with you guys, I actually came and turned the stove light off after I saw that comment. I was like, I don't like that, you know? Am I, what is it? Not profile, like I'm a stereotype? Whatever. And so I came in at night and I couldn't see. I like my stove light. It keeps the kitchen kind of like not completely dark. I mean, it could be dark, but anyway, I'm rambling. So thank you, Auntie Maggie. Yeah, that's what they call me. My African cousin, Auntie Maggie. That's me. Thank you all so much for being here. You have made my day. Thank you for laughing at my jokes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting, for the engagement. Just thank you for being here. If my other Amazon item arrives, I will go on maybe later tonight, unless I have plans. Maybe I'll go out. Who knows? But I'm going to eat some more eggs. And then tomorrow, maybe we'll make those blueberry vanilla Maggie cakes. I don't know. Let me know what y'all want for breakfast, and we'll make it tomorrow after my fast. So Instagram, good night. And Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, absolutely.